YouTube, get to your boy C Daddy. Today we got the Miami 305 versus the Detroit Amps. That's crazy. These are the only two teams I said I'm gonna watch the game. So we got ISO Joe. Literally, Joe Johnson is their whole team. Joe Johnson's finna put up 30 shots. But I feel like Miami 305 got the best roster, bro. So we're gonna see what it's talking about on road 25,000. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Evans and Mario Chalmers, Lance Stevenson, the newcomer, and for Detroit.
Look at that, Chalmers, Bees, Reggie, Lance.
On the other side, another veteran.
That's a nasty squad.
Cooper, Michael Cooper leading Beckons. The 4-point shot. There are 3 circles, each 30 feet away. If any part of your foot is touching any part of those circles, it's worth 4 points. All right, Scal, away we go. Detroit.
Look at Chalmers setting it. You used to play with Braun. Look at Joe. Joe is shooting unlimited shots, boy. And the team wanted him to. They want Joe to shoot everything.
Different defenders. You don't want to go against Reggie Evans. And the other one is, I always think with Pargo on the floor, if he plays well, his team is going to win.
Beasley, no. And rebounded Chalmers. Century to Reggie Evans. And D-block with the
Did he pass that?
Chalmers for 3. And
oh, nigga, did he pass that?
And rebounded Chalmers. Century to Reggie Evans. And D-block with the swat. Chalmers for 3.
And he passed that. That's low-key nasty.
Chalmers always gets off to a really cone, and then they'll come in with Lance Stevenson.
You mentioned Pargo. Brian, last week was 1 for 12, but did have 4 assists in that win.
Yeah, and I mean, he has to do more. Like, Pargo is a big part of this team, and you can't ask Joe Johnson to score. He needs to do that this week.
Joe Johnson. Look at this.
Pargo, Jackson, and Johnson.
They don't even guard them niggas. I don't even blame. I don't even got to guard them niggas.
Chalmers, guys who
that's how bad it is.
Last year made the final for 3.
My nigga, are you that damn? You that damn slow that Beasley even thought that this was a good pass? Like he been through it. He haven't even cleared you yet. You just
Chalmers, guys who played together last year, made the final for 3.
Such a bad pass, but it worked.
4-point range. Chalmers on the switch against D-block, and the turnaround rims out. But there's Evans. You mentioned his presence to Beasley. Off balance, no. Late whistle.
Boy, Bees do not do a layup, boy. He only fades. That nigga Bees only fades.
Playing this team, the Amps, is you got to stop Joe Johnson. Obviously, you know that. But for the Amp on Joe, he'll find his. He's that good of a player.
30 points for Joe Johnson last week, 10 rebounds.
Joe had 30 last week.
Double-double for 4 now.
Oh my.
That's a deep.
That nigga had all day to shoot that motherfucker. Oh, die.
That's what he does best.
Big Bees. Time to warm up, Bees team.
6 years now, 3 times an MVP.
Oh yeah, he's a cone. He's a cone and a wine. Oh.
Got the bounce. Now that clearly a foul. And
makes an adjustment on it.
And Beasley off the mark on the free throw. A 7-4 start for Miami, trying to make it a 2-0 start. Battle of MVPs. 1 to shoot. Jackson doesn't see it.
Oh man.
Violation on the Amps.
No awareness, boy.
In the lane.
He said I didn't hear nothing. I don't got my headphones in, boy. This is not 2K. But these niggas only got 14 seconds. I'm just not realizing that.
Chalmers off the Evans handoff. Fakes the look, fires, and misses, and off the amplifiers, if you will, of the Motor City.
Watch this play right here. Joe Johnson loves to get this down screen. Let's see if Miami switches it. They don't. He's open.
Fight for the rebound, and a push on that loose ball attempt. Beasley and Jackson going to the deck, and D-block's a comeback it was. They outscored Chicago.
Did that nigga have a tattoo necklace?
After the break. Down 3 right now. Beasley was stripped, and a foul is called, and it's been a tight whistle here in the early.
And not
Joe
letting him play.
Has 2 fouls. 1 more. And
it's like the last game, they was letting him play.
That's rule in the Big 3. As Cal mentioned, you make 3 fouls, you automatically sit the remainder of the first half.
The smell of Kobe.
Beasley, Pargo pulled the chair on him, throws it up.
Oh.
Only Beasley would shoot that shot.
Nigga, he had 1 second. The fuck?
Good entry.
In fact, Beasley almost made that. He almost made that hole. He almost
really
smacked
fouls.
that.
You know, I hope they're not trying to overcompensate for what happened last week. This AMP team is very different than the LA team. They're more finesse, not as much power.
Bucket.
Mid-range show.
Bucket.
And that's what Joe Johnson
Still got all 6.
A 5-0 deficit early. Range show for 2.
And that's what Joe Johnson could do.
A 5-0 deficit early, but a 6-1 spurt for Detroit since. 6-2.
Joe going for 30 again.
And they're back within 1. And off the ball, Evans fighting for position. And Houston got in there as well.
That's just foul.
Oh yeah, you know he's
got to
gonna
be
work.
physical without fouling.
Forgot about Lance. Oh yeah, feed Lance.
Sean Williams in for Miami as well as Lance Stevenson. Beasley the spin and the bang is good for Michael Beasley.
Houston was saying something to the official. I'm not sure what he could be complaining about on that play.
Lob to Houston off the
Wait,
mark.
what? It's not Justin? The fuck?
Stevenson.
Green ball.
In and out.
Oh. Nigga got that big ass hat. Is that
Sets up Pargo.
Willie? Is that Willie or Gilly or Jilly? Whatever the fuck his name is.
Houston kicks it out. Show for 3. Got off the rebound, went off the rim, and it goes to born ready Lance Stevenson.
You know Lance chucking. Yep, Lance chucking. Oh.
And there's Williams flying in.
You know Lance is chucking. Oh, Lance would chuck though. I'm telling you, Lance would chuck them hoes, boy. Lance would chuck.
I think the mindset.
How much chuck can a Lance chuck? Chant Lance is chucking like.
Approach this.
A 3-time MVP with a chance at
3-time MVP?
With the finish.
Yeah, and
damn.
3-on-3, you're gonna have. All right, so
This nigga Joe is disgusting.
That's why they got Williams to play the defense. Lance Stevenson gets an easy layup, and Joe Johnson says, I'm not settling. I want to get downhill. I got downhill. I had a 3-point play.
I didn't even know Joe was in a big
His
3.
birthday is coming up on June 29th as Houston intercepts, but gives it to Williams. Beasley for 2. That does not go. And Detroit retrieves. Pulls up
Joe
for
make
3.
this.
Johnson.
Joe is a dog, bro. Do he have all their points?
Whatever you've played in a while, then it definitely is a thing.
That nigga said, nigga, I'm the team. Joe said, nigga, I'm the team. Give me the ball.
7-time NBA All-Star.
Oh, the quality. And he made it again. Why did the quality just go?
I don't know if I've ever seen this. I'm rooting for him to get 50.
Yo, he has all their points.
Yeah.
Look out.
I've always said this, though.
I told y'all, bro, Joe Johnson is their squad, but y'all thought I was playing.
It wouldn't surprise me if he does it, but Pargo does have to get going.
There he is. Right on cue.
Wow.
He has to. It's like...
Lance Stevenson in and out. There's Sean Williams, but he stepped down. Coming back to that last point about ISO Joe. Played 18.
These niggas just be big. They
Because
suck,
it's
bro.
by far the most physical basketball he's played in his life, and that remains going back
They
to
got
his
this
debut in 2000.
Two bigs that can't control their body.
I can see that.
Pargo on the scoop. And a late whistle by Ian McClenny.
By calling a lot of fouls. You know, Joe Johnson said it hasn't
Bad
changed
call,
just
though.
because he's good. And I've been in the big 3. From year 1 to 2 to 3.
The nigga, bro, he only had 3 points last week.
I've been in the big
And they
3.
won, too. They came
Year 1
back
to 2 to 3.
because Joe
Not
Johnson
in
was
shape
just...
playing basketball all the time. You can't come here.
I mean, they were
Just
down.
come here.
Don't get me wrong. They were down because Joe was bricking, but when Joe was hitting, they won. They came back. They won by 2 points. Like,
That's like a big change from.
yo,
the
what
first couple
what the
years.
fuck is the quality, bro? I just
Rookie Stevenson.
maxed out the quality. This is not me, by the way. This is them. This is this video. You watch the video. You watch this video, nigga. It's gonna be the same shit.
5 days back in your hometown as Evans.
Wow, he made that. That's not a foul, bro.
You're really working to get ready.
Even though refs would call that, they will call that, but it's not a foul.
Body work, whatever it is. Look at this physical play. And Evans is, he's the leader of physical play.
Nice take, and Pargo on the attack again.
Thing that Beasley's on the bench.
Argo, do you have a juice cut in 2025? And you're a grown ass man.
He was good. Lance was good in the second half of week 1.
And there's another one for Lance Stevenson. For Detroit, but Jeremy Parker with the last 7 for the Amps. Here goes Joe. One-legged fade. Gets the bounce.
Man, even his touch. Everybody can do the one.
That boy Joe,
back,
bro.
but even Joe Johnson has silky smooth touch on that rim.
Nice answer by Stevenson.
Yeah, Lance. Cook up, Lance. Lance always talking shit.
Right now. These guys are
If Lance fights again, bro, I swear.
25, Detroit on the doorstep. Nice shovel and Houston.
Good pass, nigga. He had the pass right there.
Detroit after a slow start up by 8.
Good night.
This guy, I mean, it's so much fun to watch the work he puts in, the focus. He's meticulous.
Oh.
50 moves by Lance Stevenson.
Oh, 2K.
Side with the cleanup. So you've got Joe, Houston to start this half with Pargo, and then Beasley, who is 1 of 7. Nice backdoor.
Man, slow as hell, bro. Like he got cement
Overreacting to Joe
shoes.
Johnson.
Reggie Evans off the ball here. Beasley strokes it, and then they'll look to see if that was a 2.
Well, more importantly for Beasley, he sees something go through the basket.
27-19 Detroit Amps in their gold uniforms.
Good dime.
Johnson. Short corner's good.
Man,
Joe has
so many good
40.
offensive reads. That
Nigga,
time,
Joe
Reggie
has
Evans,
40.
so you go to the step back. Elite offensive player.
Yo, this nigga's actually a dog, bro.
Yeah.
18 and 4. He damn near has more points than their whole team.
He guards Reggie Evans out there. Beasley with the
Damn, B.
Didn't he? Good. Beasley.
I know he
Beasley with the 4.
That was a 4.
Guards Reggie Evans
Oh,
out
that
there.
show was a 4.
Beasley with the 4. Didn't he? Good. Beasley.
Lead 6, but Houston, nice dive, will shoot 2 as Evans.
Evans was good, bro. Miami would be way better.
Last week,
Evans is
1
horrible.
for 9.
The whole league.
Yeah, everyone struggled.
He's been horrible, though.
Beasley.
He was horrible in the league.
Houston on the bench. It's been a nice plug-in so far for Detroit. Stevenson.
Good move.
Nice move against Pargo.
Yeah, and didn't got to the rim. See him right there. There's one way it spins back.
He got born ready on the back of his jersey.
Re-entry. 5 to shoot. Joe Johnson. Banker's good and a foul.
Wow.
He is so patient.
That nigga Joe
They
is.
got to figure that out. And Michael Cooper, a guy who knows
I
about
see why they call this nigga ISO Joe, but that's all he want to do.
Larry Bird.
And he got to the league
best defender he
ISO.
ever faced. Michael Cooper, 5-time All-Defensive First Team with the Showtime Lakers.
Nigga, top 10 ISOer all time.
Staple first for the Hall of Fame.
And I'm glad they do that because it's so many times when Beasley getting
Harden might be number 1, not gonna lie.
This is a quintessential Beasley shot. He's
Prime
going
Harden.
right, he has that drip, a little bit of contact, just a flick of the wrist.
Let's go to Chris Haynes with more on Joe Johnson.
Gentlemen, I was just in Miami's timeout. Joe gets it on me in the post. I need you guys to help. He's going to shoot over me. I don't have the size. So he's imploring his guys to please come help.
That sounds like an SOS. Yeah, Johnson against Beasley.
Chris Haynes just told me. I don't know about that. I've been in 11 years of playing in the NBA. I never heard anybody call for help, ever. I'm not sure Lance Steve. The guy guarded LeBron and
Has it going. You know,
Yeah, I
sometimes
hear
you need help.
I hear
Nothing wrong
you.
with that.
So when Jason Kidd, Kevin Garnett, Derrick Rose, whomever looked at you, you said, I got it.
I did. I did think that.
Lance.
Now Lance trying to back it up with the 3. Tip to Beasley.
And
He puts it in. And Miami's chipping away.
Yeah, they are.
They got cheerleaders?
on the back of Mike's
Timeout, change it to a
Niggas
3.
got
so they get the
cheerleaders?
Score now 36-31.
The fuck?
And now Chalmers will re-enter from Miami in place of Reggie Evans. So they'll go smaller right now against
Sit Reggie down,
Houston
bro.
and Joe.
Not sure about this. We'll see if it works out.
I feel like this is a good lineup.
Hard by the crossover. In some trouble.
Hell no.
That worked out there.
And Chalmers in the right spot. And Pargo is staring down. Ian Emptle stare.
Pargo sort of drifted away on that.
He wants the 4 to get
Hell
going.
no.
Overrun by
Fargo
Houston.
is he do have the most
Yeah, he got
4-pointers
clear
of all
for
time.
Stevenson.
I don't think he did.
The most
You're
4-pointers in this
But
league.
Beasley just did it.
3 ball, pop it.
Going left on Houston. Switching.
Kobe.
Tapped in.
Man.
Warren ready and flexing the muscle.
How about the so far? 2 for 2.
Johnson picked up by Beasley, but on the screen, Houston whistled
Nigga Land
offensive.
stupid, bro.
Sometimes the harder playing team gets the call. Right now, Lance Stevenson playing extremely hard defensively.
Chalmers slings it to Stevenson. Nails
I knew that was in.
and Miami. What a run.
Working out.
They backed up. It said, fuck that, nigga. Where's Joe?
It has not.
They're going to stick with it.
It said,
With
fuck
Reggie
that. Where's
Evans on the
Joe?
bench. Joe slings it out. Reversal to Nixon. But the game winner
When
last
Joe sits
week.
down, these niggas got nobody.
Houston will take an easier one on the baseline.
Houston excellent. And be out of the corner. Catches the ball on the
The
move.
question is,
Now
did
we're
Joe
tied
got
at
at
38.
least 10 more points than him?
Well, Miami, I should say.
10 more points.
An earlier play, they're down one.
If Joe dropped 10, they win the game.
Stevenson steps
Lance
out,
make you
front of the
dance?
line.
Oh my God. Lance make you dance, nigga. Yeah.
Contest.
Yeah.
Houston
That nigga talk
exploding.
crazy.
He's fouled hard by Stevenson. We got a shot for 2.
Whole player here. I just get downhill. I'm sure he wants that one back to be able to finish it.
And Michael Cooper's going to bring the fire for the first time.
What the heck? They really got coaches?
Lance Stevenson.
Michael Cooper, an ex-NBA
About
player?
Houston's game, except I know he's good at going to the basket.
And they say out of bounds, no foul called, and that's it. A stop for Stevenson. Special thanks to him. So great defender as a coach. Likes to stop for his player. Beasley with Chalmers and Stevenson.
Damn.
A lot of contact
Lance.
between Nixon and Chalmers, and
He even talked shit after that.
Yeah.
He was talking shit after a bucket that didn't even count.
I feel like Ice Cube has a big influence over what we're seeing today. I've been on those calls before.
Yeah, another whistle here.
You don't really need to set a hard screen.
Clear out. And the key matchup, Beasley, Johnson.
Come on.
Misses and cleaned up by Houston. And now it's Joe making the moves on Beasley. Into the lane. Fade away. Houston
Great hustle.
And Chalmers fouls him.
See if he gives you a thing.
Oh, it is Houston.
Nah.
Seattle.
I didn't even see that eye.
But I can guarantee you they would have done me wrong. I guarantee that. I can 1,000%
Oh, yeah,
guarantee
Lance.
that.
Ogre pass.
Be like
Mario. Dog. That shit look like, well, I'm not going to say look like Brian, but that's what Brian used to do every now and then.
Wrong. I guarantee.
Drive in, the defender help, kick out the Chalmers just like that.
1,000% guarantee.
Just like that. I know Chalmers was used to that.
Ronald McDonald
Bucket.
red hair.
Mario.
Who's on the amps right now?
Chalmers.
They need Fargo to do something right here.
He's back in number 2 with the ball now for Detroit. Joe Johnson sitting on 23 points. Oh, a whistle on the help defense, and Beasley couldn't.
It's huge.
And Michael Cooper cannot bring the fire this
Look
half.
at
He already
Chalmers.
used it once.
Yo, Chalmers about to
Yeah.
crash.
And
Take it.
making the free throws is part of it. So now, if you would see the adjustment that Miami makes, they have to take their foot off the gas a little bit. They can't continue to foul.
Johnson behind the back cross. Fargo tries by Stevenson to the rim. And scores.
You can see us.
Swinging out to Beasley. A tie game at 42. Beasley with the step. Explodes baseline.
He kicked that out, but
Working around
he gave it right back to Joe. He's wide open, bro. Bum ass. Wasn't even looking to score. Like, he was wide open the first time.
Not even
Oh!
close. And a foul on the deck.
Fire on that play.
It was not a shooting foul, and they were not in the bonus, so Red Lobster gets a double dose. Nice and buttery.
The fuck?
They put out the fire.
Penalty's still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lands
Pull up,
for
pop out.
three. It's in over Pargo.
Strumming that air guitar.
Uh-oh.
The big shot. Much
I ain't that
needed.
guitar.
It's that pull up.
45-42. Miami. Johnson. Beasley, great defense. No space.
Damn.
So Joe throws it away.
Fouling.
3-0. Houston cleans it up. Johnson drives it, leans in, and he's going to shoot a free throw for two.
He about to crash and get that call.
Much space. You're in trouble.
He about to crash and get that call, bro.
Makes it, and now they'll take it.
That nigga Joe.
Nixon cleans it up for the winner.
Joe goes wide for the 4.
And Chalmers up for Detroit.
Yeah, he went down. His foot got caught on the floor.
Joe can't go down. The game's over.
Standing up right now. He might come. Did he even contemplate? No, he went back down. If he makes it, they'll be up 46-45, and they get the ball back. And they could sub him out. And if he's going to get subbed out. Now.
Damn, the game's over, bro.
They're going to stay with the small lineup.
And
Yeah, he said, fuck that, nigga. It's one more bucket. He said, I don't have 30? He said,
Where Pargo
that
has
nigga
to
Joe, Joe said, hold on, wait. Joe got 30? He said, you don't got 30, Joe? He said, wait. He said, fuck it.
maybe he'll be a decoy here.
Let's get 30.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is where Pargo has to deliver.
You got to shoot a 4 here.
For 4, he wants to end it.
Joe, is that bad?
Joe.
This nigga said, nigga, me on one leg is a better shooter than all y'all.
He wants to end it.
What the fuck, Joe? That nigga's modern day Kobe.
Got something out.
He's
Yeah.
big 3 league Kobe.
That was the one try.
Imagine Kobe in this league.
That guy can't move. All right, here we go. 1 point lead for Amps, and they're gonna have to figure it out without ISO Joe.
It's point game for Detroit. Beasley.
Look at this roster. Look at this 3-man roster.
Nixon thought it was a tie-up, and the arrow would have given it back to Miami regardless, but instead
Pargo, they need a 4-ball out of you, bro.
They got a challenge. It's good time to use it.
Right on cue.
Both teams.
Here we go. Making him earn it. Beasley spins.
Big B's.
Hits it.
Big B's.
Out the basket for Beasley.
Nothing more you can do on a play like that. Beasley, so much elevation and so good in these short shot situations.
He make it, do they get ball back?
15.
Look like they're getting ball back.
Make it 17 now.
In the game here, you know B's going for the win. You know he going for the win. Ooh,
Shit.
shit.
Out of bounds to Detroit, and they can
Get a bucket. The Amps got to score.
length for Stevenson against a smaller Pargo. They can't free him up, so he tries for 2, and he's fouled.
That's a huge foul.
Massive.
1 for 2,
Make it
Pargo.
here in the bonus.
He blew.
Missed
Blew
it,
it.
but tapped out by Houston, and Pargo's got it. Miami in black by a point. This for
If you make this, Pargo. Ooh, I thought he smacked. I thought Pargo just smacked.
Beasley shot a 3 last time, drives this time, gets it back. 4 to shoot, and Houston with the push.
Yo, I thought Pargo just
And you have a foul on the
smacked
floor.
that.
It's not a shooting foul.
Beasley, Nixon all
Game
over.
time, B's. They got no Oh, damn.
Tight rope, lost the ball, who touched it, team down a point. Miami can win with a 3 right now. Here's last year's MVP.
They said, fuck it, we're giving it to B's.
Beasley against Nixon.
1 second.
And the shot clock, he wasn't aware of it.
And I was surprised. Michael Cooper didn't draw up a certain 2. I'm
What?
getting a quick 2 if I can.
Niggas not see the clock in this. Like, what the hell?
Back cut by Nixon. Swinging out Pargo.
I guess this is
Oh,
this is the lowest shot clock they ever played on.
foul. on Chalmers.
It will be a shooting foul.
Chalmers got at least 7 fouls, bro. They must can't foul out in this.
Attacks Chalmers, slings it out to Nixon.
Oh,
Fargo.
shit, that nigga B's
Attempts the
almost,
closeout.
leg almost snapped.
Fires, count the basket and the foul.
They called
The closeout.
I don't know.
Count the basket and the foul.
They called a blocking on Chalmers?
Can't believe it.
Nah, they don't fuck
Huge
with
free
Chalmers.
throw right here for Pargo.
They don't fuck with Chalmers.
Missed a couple of big free throws here down the stretch.
Pargo
And
is
Miami
ass.
305 can still win with the 3. Lance, you don't need the 4. This for the win. Tried to follow his shot, then stripped Houston off the leg. Joe Johnson
What?
unable to continue after making the free throw. His team a chance to win with a 2. It's Pargo, fires.
Wow.
Rebound. Nixon.
They using Pargo like Joe Johnson. These niggas cannot score without Joe. Niggas can't score without Joe. Should have been working on your game, boy.
Pargo with Beasley on him. Bounce pass. It's Nixon
Hell no.
again.
This is getting a lot of good looks.
Game over.
Michael
Oh.
misses the rim. But there's Stevenson to Chalmers. He's made a legendary 3 from that spot in his life, but he turns
Wow.
it. Houston slams it.
Wow. Detroit win. They find a way to win again. They won by 2 and 3. That is crazy. Damn, they just beat Miami. That boy Joe is averaging 30 a night, bro. That nigga's a problem. On the road 25,000, man, I'm out there.